Hi, Democles Rocha here. I am an English learner and I record videos about what I learned during the lessons that I have on Cambly. If you would like to have a free lesson on Cambly, check out the first link in the description below. Now, let's enjoy the video.
Hola! Did I scare you?
I was waiting for the class to start.
You look very frightened.
Since it was taking a little while, I was watching the end of an episode.
Oh, I see.
And when I heard your voice, it scared me a little bit.
Please go back and watch this video to see your face. It was enjoyed. It was very much enjoyed. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you. How are you doing today?
I am recovering from the... What is the word for susto in English? What is the word for susto? When you scared me, I was scared. And that was a...
You could probably say this in a few ways. We would say, like, I'm recovering from the adrenaline. But I don't think that's what you're thinking. I think you're thinking something else, and I want to know what it is. Recovering? I don't know. From my scare? From my fright? I'm not sure. You have to look because I want to know.
Okay, I will. During the lesson, I was not sure, but the word scare, it seems it can be translated to Portuguese as susto. I didn't know that. I thought that scare could be used only as a verb. And fright, let me see, fright. Let me try again, fright can also be translated to Portuguese as susto. Fright is a sudden, intense feeling of fear. So, I was recovering from the scare, I was recovering from the fright. It says here, scare. I think shock is better.
Yes, I'm recovering from the shock.
I am recovering from the shock that you gave me. You gave me a shock?
Yes, correct. Sorry, it's not my fault. You should be paying attention.
It's hard because in order to be paying attention, I would have to be staring at a screen with nothing happening.
It's not my problem. Not my problem. I was busy refilling my water, so I couldn't answer you.
It's okay. I'm happy to see that you're fine. You're always smiling.
As usual, yes, I'm trying to have a good day. It's been a wonderful day, except this morning when I woke up, I was very chilly. I was very cold. It was -4 degrees Celsius.
That must have been crazy freezing.
It was so cold. I don't know. 1 minute. I need to make sure that I'm thinking the correct temperature. Yes, it was about 25 degrees Fahrenheit. So yes, that's correct. It was so cold. I cannot explain to you. I was wearing this long sleeve, I have pants on, and I was wearing 2 jackets, and I was still very cold.
I don't think I could live with that. Get accustomed. Would you say get accustomed?
Get accustomed.
Accustomed. I don't think I could get accustomed to that. I only experienced a temperature as low as 12 degrees Celsius in Florida. That was the coldest temperature I have ever experienced. And for me, that was like, it felt like I was dying from the cold.
So dramatic. That still is very warm for winter in places in the US. If you go to Michigan, for example, it can be temperatures like, hold on, it can get to temperatures of -25 Celsius on a regular day in the winter in Michigan. It's horrible. I would die.
I was going to ask that. For real, don't people die because of that cold?
I mean, if you go outside, like, not wearing clothes, then maybe. But, no, they're fine. And also, it's crazy because for me, if I went to Michigan for the winter, I would literally, I think I would die. Like, I would hate it so much. But the people who live there, who have been living there, they're totally accustomed to this. It's totally normal, and they can wear just a light jacket and some pants, and they're completely fine. And this is amazing to me because me in Georgia, I'm freezing right now. And it's so much warmer than that.
I think maybe I was exaggerating because us humans have this ability that over time we can get accustomed
We
to,
adapt.
we adapt, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I would be willing to go through the adaptation period. No,
Not worth it, right?
no, no.
That's what I think too. My sister, she lived in Georgia all her life until she was 22 or 23 years old. And then she moved to Massachusetts, which is very close to New York. So during the winter, it's snowing, every day. It's very, very cold every day. And it took her many years to get used to it. And still, she's always complaining about the cold. And her husband, who's a native, he wears shorts outside. He doesn't even wear pants. He's like, oh, this is beautiful weather. There's only 6 inches of snow on the ground. This is wonderful.
I understand. But I have to say that whenever I meet a tutor here on Cambly that came from Canada, that we know is very cold, they are usually living in some other country, although they are Canadians.
Really?
Yeah, most of them.
Is it okay if I ask you, is there one collective reason that you have noticed, or have they all been for unique, different reasons?
I always ask them, are you running away from the cold?
And what is their response?
Usually, yes.
It's terrible, but more than the cold, I hear in Canada, the snow is just out of control. And I know this can make life very difficult.
I think it's kind of sad. Every morning when it's not raining, because I don't know if you know, but there are like 4 months here in Ceará in which it rains almost every day. But
I would cry.
for the other 8 months, it almost doesn't rain. I am now in one of those 8 months when it doesn't really rain a lot. So every morning I go for a walk, or I go for jogging.
Yeah, a jog.
I jog.
Or you can say I go jogging, but you can't say I go for a jogging.
Between these two, which one sounds more natural to you? I go for a jog or I go jogging?
I go for a jog. Sounds very natural. I say this all the time.
So I go for a jog and I wear light clothes, only like shorts, my sneakers, and a sleeveless shirt. Should I call it, what is it? Tank top?
I was just typing tank top. Yes, the tank top.
So that's what I wear. And I love running. I love feeling the sun in the morning. Because if I left my home like in the early hours of the afternoon, like 1 p.m., 2 p.m., the sun would burn me.
Yes,
I would die.
You're telling me I'm like so white. I go out in the sun and I burn instantly. Instantly.
That is one thing that I didn't expect to be happening in the United States when I was there. Why?
What did you expect?
Because it's here. It's humid. So in the United States, I experienced the mixture of two sensations had never seen together before. I was feeling cold outside, and at the same time, I could feel the sun burning my skin. My skin?
Your skin.
Skin.
Very close. Yes.
Skin. I didn't expect that. I was feeling cold, and still my skin was burning.
The first time I experienced this, I remember I went to Maine, which is all the way up right next to Canada. And I was on a boat with my friends, and we were boating around on the lake, and it's very chilly. It's very cool outside. But I was wearing a short-sleeved shirt. And I was thinking, it's so cool outside. I don't need to wear sunscreen. I did need to wear sunscreen because it was so cool, but still I was so burned at the end of the day because yeah, what you said, you will still burn your skin so badly even though it's very cold.
Yeah, that felt so weird to me. Do you usually wear some kind of lipstick to protect your lips or something in your nose? Because when I was in Florida, it was so dry, so dry, so dry for me that my lips started what they started.
They started maybe to crack.
Thank you. They started to crack. My nose too, it felt so dry that it would maybe start bleeding.
This is so common. This happens all the time in the summer and in the winter because you think you're outside, you're breathing in this very, very cold, dry air. My nose bleeds all winter. It's terrible. But every day, if I wear makeup, before I put makeup on, I always wear sunscreen on my face, and I'll put sunscreen on my lips and on my ears especially, because if I go outside for any amount of time, I will definitely get sunburned. Yes, every day I wear chapstick. I have to, or my lips are just like messed up.
That is one thing that we didn't know we would need, because I have never needed that before.
Because it's humid?
Yes. Here in this room, I am using air conditioning. And when I first bought it, I would use the AC and I couldn't sleep. I couldn't breathe. And then I had to research, and it was because of the dry air, because the AC, it makes the air inside the room dry. So I had to buy a humidifier.
Humidifier, yeah.
So it is pointing to my face right now. So if you see some kind of smoke, it's not smoke, it's steam.
Okay, good. I will know not to be very concerned for your life. And it's funny that you say you have a humidifier, because during the summer here, we set up our dehumidifier to get rid of some of the humidity in the house. We have just the opposite.
During the months when it rains here, we have to put something like that, but it's not, we don't say, what did you say? Unhumidifier.
Dehumidifier.
Dehumidifier. We put some kind of dehumidifiers inside our wardrobes.
Yeah.
Because it would get too humid when it rains, and it could cause to grow what?
Mold.
Mold.
Yeah. Mold or mildew. Yeah.
Okay. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, share the video, leave a comment with your thoughts about what you have just watched. I would be happy to see it. I will see you next time. Bye.